So I'm sitting here in Raring to Go Towers at home this afternoon, and delighted to be talking to Abby Clark. Abby is the chairperson and founder of the Miscarriage Support Information Service. Hi Abby, how are you today?
Good, thank you. Thank you very much for having me along. Thank you.
Delighted to speak to you. Abby, tell us a little bit about yourself first of all. Okay. Where are you based and what's your family?
Yeah, so I'm based in Blackburn in Aberdeenshire, and we live in a lovely home with my husband who works in oil, and my two lovely children. So we have two toddlers, almost just turned 4, called Robin, and a little boy called Mikey, who's 2.5 now. So a lovely little family we are, which is good.
So you've been really busy in the last 6 weeks in lockdown, having the kids at home as well.
Yes, indeed, it has been busy, definitely. I think with the likes of Pinterest have been very good and lots of crafts and activities. But I think the first couple of weeks we had lots of activities planned every single day, and the YouTube tutorial with Joe Wicks in the morning, and then in the afternoon we had some form of crafts activity. But now we're just going to go with the flow a little bit now, which I think seems to suit everyone a little bit better. It does, and plenty of cake eating though, most importantly.
I think a lot of families have found that before the Easter holidays we were all trying to do superheroes, and then we got to the Easter holidays, we came out the other side and thought this is not going away. And getting through every day and getting through every week is a bit of a win at the moment as well.
That's it.
So you've got this support service you run, but you've got other businesses as well that you run from your house as well, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we've got the Miss Charity, and then also AC Weddings and Events, which is a wedding planning and events management business in Aberdeen. So we're just celebrating almost our first year anniversary, which is really, really great. Bit challenging at the moment with COVID, obviously, with events and weddings have unfortunately been postponed or cancelled, but we're keeping positive. What we're doing a lot for our clients now is we're producing action plans and contingency plans, and as to how we can help them over the next few months with their events and wedding plans, which is good. So all going well, very good so far.
Brilliant. So tell me a little bit about the Miscarriage Support Information Service. How did it come about?
Okay, so I started Miss in March 2017. Prior to that, so 2 years prior to that, I went through miscarriage when I was 7 weeks pregnant. And after I had my loss, I felt that there wasn't a lot of support in the Northeast after you've had a loss. So it was more like I just wanted to speak to someone else about it. I think it still is a very taboo subject, which no one wants to talk about much. And I think when I started to speak to family and friends about it and said, oh, this has happened to me, do you know anyone else that's gone through similar, people started to really open out and say, oh yes, no, I've gone through miscarriage and I know exactly how you feel. And just knowing that you weren't the only person going through that alone, like just you, really, really helped. And then that's when I thought the idea that I'd really like to start a group where people can come along, they can feel supported, they don't feel alone. There's a place where they can learn, gain information, they can get advice easily, and just a place where we can all speak with one another and hopefully gain new relationships from that too, as well.
So it's a peer-to-peer, mum-to-mum, parent-to-parent sort of network.
Yeah, that's it. We also encourage males to come along as well, partners, absolutely as well. We do say that, it's, although on the physical side they are not affected, but on the mental side they are very much affected too. And I think with miscarriage, with loss, a lot of articles, a lot of research out there is on images of females, and you don't see many photos of males, and that's why we thought, well, males are affected, and they like a lot of the members that we have just now and over the years have said that quite often males don't want to say anything because they feel they might they might cause emotion to their partner, or they may not feel that they're wanted, that they should have an opinion on the subject. So and that's why we say that we're always trying to encourage males to come along. So A lot of the activities and speakers now we've adapted over the years we have done, so that it encourages males to come along too. And also what we're hoping to do over the next couple of years as well is try to have more male activities. So as in an activity or a session predominantly just for males to come along. So like a curry night, or go to a pub and have a drink and just have a chat. So this was following from a survey which we recently conducted out, asking males only what support and how they would like the support, and this is based on the results that they would like to receive. So that's definitely something that we're working on too.
So the meetups that you have there, before obviously the situation we're in now, they've been face-to-face get-togethers rather than phone counselling or anything. It's sort of quite casual.
Yeah,
casual
that's it.
And some more formal get-togethers, or how have they worked?
Yeah, so really informal, really relaxed they are, because I think that's really important, especially when there's a new member who maybe doesn't know anyone else in a group. It can be quite a daunting process to think, right, I've got to go to this, go into this support group because I've had a loss, and then thinking, well, I don't know anyone else in this group. That's a really scary thought. So we thought, well, let's try and make them as relaxing, really informal as much as we can. So the groups we have, or before COVID, but are twice a month. They are so at Curl Aberdeen on the second Thursday of each month from 7:15 till 9:30 p.m. in the evening. And with that, how it usually works with them is that we'll have a Miss volunteer explaining a little bit about Miss and the support that's available. Then we'll have a speaker, someone usually local who can help with the healing process. So someone, for example, it may be essential oils or Reiki, a midwife from the maternity hospital that we have a very strong connection with, and several other speakers. Every speaker is different each month, it is. And that way it's trying to give the members more information and a place where they can ask questions to the professionals and gain this information to give themselves a bit more comfort. And then after the speaker, we usually have an open discussion with the members. So this is where the members, if they feel comfortable to, they can speak about what they've gone through. They can talk about how they're feeling, their emotions, not knowing what to do with themselves. And then they've said, a lot of them have said with feedback forms that we've received, that speaking to other members about it has really helped them to move forward. It has done, which is good. So the other support group that we have is on the third Monday of each month, and that's at Rubislaw Church Centre in Aberdeen from 10 to 11. Similar format, except there's just no speaker. So that one, it's really a cuppa and a chat. Cuppa, lots of biscuits, and just an informal chat for that one. And finally, the last group that we do have is on the last Thursday of each month. Now, this is quite a new support that we've started. It was actually in January. Well, I say new, it's a few months now. Time's going by quick. But in January, we started a support sessions for ladies who've had a miscarriage and have now fallen pregnant and feeling anxious that it might happen again, or ladies who are not able to fall pregnant. So there's two types of support and two types of members there. So what happens at these sessions is that these are all over the video call. They are for these ones, and it's with the bereavement support specialist midwife from Aberdeen Maternity Hospital, Myra Kinnaird. Now again, she, of course, some of the members haven't met this lady before, but she's very, very approachable. She's really friendly, and I mean, to be honest, she knows literally hundreds of thousands of people she does, and I've not ever heard a bad word about this lady. So I'd highly recommend you to join. Really, really good. So, but of course with COVID, we've had to cancel all the face-to-face one-to-ones, our support groups. But what we're doing now is all these sessions are on Skype. They are, so they're not as long, so that they're usually the Curl Aberdeen one, which would usually be about 2.5 hours, is usually just about an hour and a half, depending on the type of members that are on, if they have any questions, but we're still offering them over Skype, so there's still that support available for our members, and I don't feel alone during this time.
That's brilliant, because this is probably a difficult time when people are stuck at home. How big is your current membership group? Is there quite a few people involved?
Yeah, so we have, we have a private members Facebook group page where I think we just have just over 190 members on that one. In terms of people that come along, members that come along to the group, that's 200 plus now, that is, which is good. So I think it seems to be now that we're having members on all different platforms. So we have members on the Instagram pages, we have members on Facebook, as well as support group, and as well as on the phone. So it is definitely, I would definitely say over the years, it has definitely been growing, which is good to hear, that hopefully that our support is helping those people.
So obviously, I guess when you've had a miscarriage, it doesn't go away. It's like a death, and it's a death in the family. Some people can heal from those things faster. Some people take a much longer time to heal. So I understand your charity is there for people as long as they need you.
Absolutely, that we have members that have consistently gone to every single support group since we first started 3 years ago. We have some members that have just had a miscarriage a few weeks ago. They come along for a couple of sessions and then they're okay. They feel that's enough support, but perhaps when they fall pregnant again, that's when they need the support again. We have other members that have had a loss about 10 years ago, and maybe their children have grown up and now they're thinking about it again, so they're coming along. So we encourage absolutely anyone to come along. It doesn't matter your age, where you're from, male or female, everyone is welcome to come along to the groups. They are.
It sounds absolutely brilliant, Abby. I mean, there's a real need for that, and especially in this time when people are feeling really alone. And the days are sort of we're in a very odd time. The support and using the different platforms is good. And you've got some more events that you're doing virtually online. You're exploring the new technologies.
That's right. I think that's like everyone at the moment, exploring new online technology. So we had our family fun day, which was one of our quarterly fundraising events, on Sunday the 16th of June planned. Now, due to COVID, we've had to cancel that. And what we've done instead is we have organised weekly activities. So every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. on Facebook. These are all free of charge. You don't have to sign up. They're really simple. All you do basically, you just need to go on to our main Miss Facebook page, and on there then you'll start seeing that at 10 o'clock we'll start posting a Facebook Live, and then we'll see all the activities going from there. So they started just yesterday, they did, and we'll have them for 7 weeks up until the date of when the Family Fun Day was planned. Every week will be a different activity, and it's by a local business as well, because I feel that having a business as well, I understand that it can be quite challenging during these times. So we want to be able to support local businesses as much as possible. So last weekend we had a local football business called Footstars. So they were aimed between 3 to 5 years old, but Murray from Footstars said anyone is welcome. So you could be 80, 90-year-olds, you can be, and you can still enjoy, which is good.
He's great, isn't he? He's one of he works with us as well. We think he's great.
Oh, does he? Yeah, no, he's really, really good, really supportive, which is great. So he was on last Saturday. This Saturday, next Saturday, we've got Spirit and Soul, which will be for essential oils. So although, for example, like with essential oils, it's not for everybody, but we encourage people to try it out. It could be, you could try it out and see if it's something for you. I think with essential oils that, teenagers can use it, as well as 20, 30, 40, it doesn't matter your age, you can still use them at any age, which is good. And other activities that we have is also omniscient safety innovations for mini first aid as well. We've also got Mindful Stonehaven for mindfulness as well. We have Nicola Henderson from Bellyam Makeup Artistry for like a makeup, like crash course makeup, like during these lockdown times. You still want to look good, but just something simple and easy to do. So we've got lots of activities which is planned, which is great. And then when it comes on to Sunday the 15th, which will be Saturday the 15th, which is the last day for the activities on the Sunday, when the fun day was planned, we have our last online activity on there. So for that, what we have planned is, at the moment, we've been running a drawing competition for children. So various age groups, they draw this picture, they email it over to us, they do, and then we announce the winner on the Sunday we do, and then they win a various amount of goodies, which is grand. And as well as that, we've also got a Name the Teddy Bear. So this huge teddy bear, which will probably take up all the screen, this one here, wow. Very huge. This teddy bear, we have it's Name the Teddy Bear, it's called. So it's £5 for 5 guesses for the competition, and again, the winner will be drawn on the Sunday the 15th. It will be. And then also finally on the Sunday the 15th, we have a showcase as well of all our stall holders. So some of the stall holders that were planned to come along on the 15th have said that they're happy to have like an online virtual event. So they'll be showcasing all their products and their services that they can offer as well on the Facebook page too. So again, it's all free of charge. It's a good way of supporting local businesses, giving us something to do on a Saturday, Sunday as well. So hopefully it can be of interest to some people, and hopefully they can join us.
That sounds absolutely brilliant. And Abby, I think you have taken on a huge amount, and obviously it was really a needed service in Aberdeen and Aberdeenshire. So really heartening to see that people helping people is the best way forward, and then bringing in the experts to support that, but keeping
Definitely.
that real one-on-one, that real group feeling out of people who've been through it, supporting other people, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
If people, you've told us how people can join, they can go onto your Facebook page and they can join your group, and they can then access the groups and the services online, and then as we come out of lockdown and we can start meeting face to face again, they can come to those. You've told us about the 15th of June event and the Saturdays before that, all the great things that have got going on. Is there a phone number people could call, or should they use the Facebook? How's best to get in touch with you if they're needing some support?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have, first of all, I'll give you our email address. So it's info@miscarriageinfosubservice.co.uk. So you can email us any if there's any queries that you have, or if you'd like further information on any of the groups at all. If you just want to chat over email, that's absolutely fine. We also have our mobile phone service. So our mobile phone service is open 24 hours, 7 days a week with a Miss volunteer. You don't necessarily need to have to phone us. You can just send us a WhatsApp or a message, and we'll still be happy to respond to any queries or just listen. That's absolutely fine. And the number to call is 07808 638 428. And you can also find us on Facebook. Let me get all the social media pages right here: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and just literally putting in Miscarriage Info Subservice and finding us on there.
That's brilliant, because we'll include those on the page in the Raring to Go magazine as well for you, Abby, so people can access that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else that you'd like to add into the end of this? Anything else that we've missed out that you'd like to tell us about?
Yeah, I just want to add one more thing. What we are doing during the lockdown is that because we're not able to meet our members face to face, we have put together a small support pack, which is this one here, if you can little see. And this pack is basically for all members. So perhaps they had their loss a few weeks ago, a few months ago, it could be years ago. It's for any member who thinks that they might just like a little bit of support. And we're posting or dropping these off. They're all free of charge, and they're really just to say, you know, that Miss are here, we're here to support you, and you're not alone going for this. So we have several items which are included in. So first of all, we have a little sample of this one here, if you can see. So it's doTERRA essential oil. It is wild orange, which is basically it's for improving making you feel good, improving your spirits. You dab a little bit on your wrist or in your palms, and you sniff it. And it basically just a way of uplifting and making you feel good and motivated and positive for your day. So we'll include a little sample of that. We will do. As well as that, we also have a Sensi pamphlet, as well as also a small sample as well included for that too. We have little Arbonne sample Arbonne products as well, which are great for the ladies, for maybe for men too, perhaps. Maybe they quite like that as well, which is fine. We also have an offer from a lady called Gillian Buckley, who has a business called Direction Coaching, and she's kindly given a coaching offer. She has done with that. Stress ball for Miss as well, and several other items like information packs, which you might be helpful. And finally, also our supportive card, which says you are not alone on the front as well. So I think at the moment we've posted and dropped off just over 50 packs we have, and that's only over the last 2 weeks since we started the packs. And there's a lot more coming every day that people are asking for them. So we have plenty of stock. So please, if you would like to get one, just email us info@miscarriageinfosubservice.co.uk, or send us a message 07808 638 428. And it might not necessarily be for yourself. If you think someone else who's gone through it as well, if you find that, you know, I think they might be quite wanting to have this pack, you might support them, that's no problem at all. We can easily arrange that, because we've had a couple of ladies who've said the same too.
That's absolutely brilliant. It sounds like you've taken on, as I said, a huge amount, but it's a really valuable service, Abby. And I think you're obviously adapting really quickly to lockdown, and as we come out of it, you'll be able to meet face to face again with your volunteers and the people who are families who are needing your support. It's really brilliant. Thanks so much for talking to us today.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you. Thank you.